Hey guys, and welcome back to the Computer Science Show. This week we're going to give you the rundown on data, and we're going to teach you guys about a little number system called binary and how it affects all of our computers. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. My name's Albert, and here on the Computer Science Show, we teach you guys all about systems, from computers to software, hardware, data, networks, and so much more. If you watched last week's episode, you might remember that we talked a little bit about data. If not, you can find it right here. But with that out of the way, let's get right into it. Data, by definition, is any type of information that can be collected or gathered. Last week, we said that examples could be movies, pictures, words, sounds, and even numbers. But did you know that data comes in two different forms, qualitative and quantitative? Qualitative data is any type of information that can be used to classify or organize objects. For example, adjectives count as qualitative data. On the other hand, quantitative data is anything that deals with or uses numbers. An example of this would be the fact that my height is 5 foot and 9 inches. But you may be asking, Albert, what does this have to do with computers? But you need to know that the whole reason that we created computers was because they can process and gather data faster than humans. Computers process this data using a numerical system called binary. For more information on that, I'm going to call in our in-studio intern, Charlie. Charlie, get in here.
Am I getting paid for this? Okay, there are a bunch of different numeric systems, but the most commonly used one is the decimal system. This is the basic number system that we all use in our day-to-day life. So, why don't computers use this? Well, the short answer is there were just too many limitations. Computers use these tiny inventions called microtransistors, which are basically just on and off switches. Computers use these microtransistors to produce everything you see on the screen. But the problem showed itself when scientists wanted to represent big numbers, like 235. While using the decimal system, scientists would need to use 235 microtransistors to represent the number 235. This would cause computers to be very expensive and inefficient when dealing with even bigger numbers, like 1738. To counteract this system, scientists decided to use a different numeric system known as binary. Binary is a base 2 system which consists of only two symbols, 0 and 1. So, when representing the number 235, instead of using 235 microtransistors, the computer would only use 8. Now would be a good time to inform you that a single microtransistor is what we call a binary digit or bit. A single 0 or 1 in binary is equal to 1 bit, which are the smallest units of measurement used within computers. So, what happens if you have multiple bits? Well, if you have 8 bits, that is what we call a byte. From there, 1024 of these bytes become kilobytes, and 1024 of those kilobytes become megabytes. Then it turns to gigabytes, and so on. These large amounts of bytes allow for computers to store large amounts of data. And now, I'm gonna pass it back to Albert because I'm gonna go take my break.
Bro, have you been seeing these glitches, bro? It keeps going back and forth, dude. But like, go. We're back. Thanks, Charlie. Computer data can be processed on the CPU within the motherboard of the computer. From then, it gets stored within the files and folders of the computer's hard disk drive. That's where it gets accessed by the heck?
Dude, we gotta go.
Dude, but what about the show?
Forget it, let's go. Hey guys, I just got back from my break and I don't know exactly what's going on or where anyone really is, but camera was still rolling, so I guess I might as well finish out the video. So this week we learned about what data is and the different ways that we can represent it through binary. So please join us next week where we talk about the anatomy of the computer and so much more. So I need y'all to comment down below what's going on and help me figure out where everyone is. So also like and make sure you hit that subscribe button, dude. Turn on notifications and keep up to date with us. And I'll see you guys next week in the next episode. Peace.